Alright, here's another video. This must be jumpers. I think you did good on this one. Yikes. Alright, good job. Okay. So you do a good job of signaling the turn. She still lands behind you, but that's just, you know, training issues, and you let her do it, so she's going to do it. So she didn't read this at all, and that's why, because look at when you are able to finally go behind her. She's already in the air. She can't do anything about it. So, kind of like on the other video, I don't know if you're watching this in sequence or not, but when you're going to do a rear cross, you've got to like make your path as long as you can, and in this case you can't, there's not a lot you can do to make your path longer, except you could have maybe coming around in here really decelerated, so when she landed she's actually ahead of you when she lands, just a little bit, but I mean it wasn't bad. You did sort of hold up here, but see, you're already, she's not physically past you until here, and then she's getting ready to take off. So I'm not sure why you didn't try to do a blind there, but yeah, when you do the rear, you need to just hold up. I would have probably, if I was going to do the rear, I would have like held up, so that when she landed, she would almost be in front of you when she landed, and then you could, you know, move forward slowly so that you could step behind her sooner. And this is something you have to really consider and think about, because she's so long strided that if you're planning a rear cross somewhere, you know, you have to think about that, because she's going to land off a jump, take 1 or 2 strides before she takes off again. So you only have like this narrow window where you can go behind her to give her the cue that you're doing a rear cross. Does that make sense? Because see here, she lands, she takes 1 stride, 2 strides, and then she's off again. And you're not going behind her until she's in the air, so that's why she did that. But you managed to save it. And you had to kind of push her there. You had to work so hard to get her to come back to take that one that it probably kind of messed up your line, and you were a little too close to this one, and so you had to move out just a tiny little bit, which came with you. Well, actually, you were falling behind. That's why she did that. Okay. If you can't get there to have your front cross completed, I mean, ideally, you know, we want the front cross completed before the dog even takes off, right? And if you can't do that, which it's very easy for there to be a situation where you can't do that, then you need to be pre-cueing the heck out of this turn, right? You don't even have your outside arm up. You're kind of starting to bring it up now, but you also have your inside arm up. And see, now you're turning your shoulders and you've got your arm. And you're also starting to turn your hips. So you need to get really good at turning your upper body like independently of your hips, so that you can keep running forward, but you can have your outside arm up and be turning your shoulders into your dog and be really twisting at your waist, because she will totally respond to that. But it needs to be strong, because you're behind and because you're not going to have the cross completed before she takes off. That means that your motion, you have to keep moving into this position to get to where you need to be. So you've got to have strong shoulder cues there, okay? And I mean, you did it. It just, you know, was kind of bobbly. Okay, and you do this well. Oh, she was close to that corner stanchion of that broad jump. The end was a little scary to me, that SERP. But you pulled it off. It was fine. The only thing you could have tried to do, and I didn't walk it, so I really don't know, but you could have tried to do a blind cross between here, and then that would have put you farther ahead to do the SERP at this jump. You were a tiny bit late getting there because you rear crossed there, but pulled it off, and she didn't hit you, so she's a good girly. Good job.